got 3 optics plates here on the table. These came out of a mechanic. These make it really nice for me to be able to show you the difference in the optic cuts, even though this is a plate system. So over here we've got the Doctor cut, also sometimes called the Venom or the Vortex cut. Here I have the RMR cut. Over here I have the Delta Point Pro, and it also fits the RMSC on this plate. So you can see here we've got the Doctor cut, we've got our lugs on there. It fits over all 4 of those. We are lined up on the screws here. If we tried to put this over on the RMR, it is not going to fit. First thing you can see is that those lugs are way too big. Same thing over here with the Delta Point Pro or the RMSC. And the Doctor is also a little bit longer than the RMR cut, so if you have a pistol with a slide cut, it is going to matter what you put on there. If you have something with the plate system like this, you're either going to have that plate in the box or you're going to be able to pick up that plate. Then here with the number 2 plate, this is the RMR plate. As you can see, that fits on there. Screw holes line up. You're on both of those lugs. If we tried to put this over here on the Doctor, we are too wide on there. If we tried to put it over here on the Delta Point Pro RMSC, we're also way too wide over there. Then the last one I've got over here, this is the Delta Point Pro plate or the RMSC plate. The spike here is an RMSC cut. It does fit on there, lines up. The thing about the Delta Point Pro cut is that if you actually have a pistol that is cut for the Delta Point Pro, you can put an RMSC on there. If you have something cut for the RMSC, you can't put the Delta Point Pro on there because it is considerably longer than the RMSC. A Delta Point Pro will take up this whole plate. Then of course, if we tried to put this over here, it's going to be way too short, not going to fit on that one. It's not going to fit over here on the Doctor plate. One of those is your warranty card. We've got your wrenches over here for installation if you choose to use the Picatinny mount that's in there to mount this to something with a rail. You've got a rubber cover to go over it to protect it for you. You've got a screwdriver here for your windage and elevation adjustments. We've got our 2 screws to mount it to our pistol. We've got a spare battery because there's already one in the sight itself. And we have a rubber sealing plate here if you needed that. Some pistols have a safety plunger that comes up and you need some kind of sealant. Now as far as the dot itself, this one is a Doctor footprint, also known as a Vortex or the Burris Fastfire footprint. So any slide that is cut for that Doctor, Vortex, whatever, this should fit on there. You can see here we've got our elevation and our windage clearly marked with the direction that you would turn to move the dot. We've got our front button here that controls your brightness levels. It just cycles through each of them. You can press and hold this as well to turn it off or turn it back on. But if you leave this on, this one does have the motion awake, so this will shut down after a period of being still, and then when you pick it back up, the dot will come back on. Then underneath here, you can see it does take a CR2032 battery. This is just a little clear sealing plate on there that is easily removable and then just sticks right back down. That's going to help you out when you're putting this on your pistol so that your batteries